I noticed a couple of posts online, and a lot of people seem to, like, a lot of Clemson fans have some confusion over this. But the ACC Network is kind of a big deal because the first game of the season, the Georgia Tech game, is going to be aired on the ACC Network. I know there's a lot of confusion on the fan base about who's going to get it, who's not going to get it. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the research you've done and clarify who's going to get it, who's not going to get it, at least as of right now, July 10th?
As of right now, there are only two traditional cable and satellite providers that have signed on: DirecTV and Xfinity Verizon, or Xfinity Fios, or whatever that's called. There's a couple streaming services: Hulu Live, PlayStation View. I've been told Sling TV is signed on, but I haven't gone and verified that. But I have been told they are carrying it. Outside of that, that's about it. Where I live, I'm a Spectrum customer. I've called there half a dozen times, and I bet you I've got 5 different answers from 6 different people. 2 of them didn't even know what it was. If you want me to tell you that your carrier's going to have it by the time the game kicks off, I can't do that. There's going to be some that don't. I think a lot will, but there's going to be some that don't. I don't know which ones won't. And I see a lot of fans thinking they can go online and just watch ESPN app or the ESPN app, but that's not true. When you download Watch ESPN or the ESPN app, you have to log in through your cable or satellite provider or your streaming service. And if your provider does not have the ACC Network, or you're not subscribed to it, the way it's supposed to work is you won't have access to it through the app either. Now, I know some people do. There's loopholes. I got a buddy of mine that's not subscribed to the sports package, but he gets ESPNU through the app sometimes. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. I mean, it'll work for some people, but in general, that's not how it's supposed to work. So that's not a workaround. That's what you're planning on doing, you're probably going to be out of luck.
Yeah, and if you're waiting for the Morgan Thomas show to stream it, you might be waiting for a long time. So I'm going to try to go to the game this year. I think it's going to be an exciting game. Maybe the best seat in the house is to actually go to the game instead of being your couch, like my dad always says. But thank you for the information on ACC Network. Like I said, don't wait around. Call your carrier, your provider right now, and make sure that they know that that's what you want. I'm a big YouTube TV guy. I don't like paying big money for TV because I don't watch it very much. But in college football season, I do. And YouTube TV is great for Clemson usually, and great for the Atlanta Braves. But I'm noticing they don't have it as well. So I'm not going to be able to rely on that either. So just make sure. I'd hate for it to be, it's a late night game. I'd hate for you to be having your tailgate ready. It's nighttime, it's evening time, and then all of a sudden you got 5 or 6 people over and you can't watch it. That'd be a worst case scenario. So don't assume that you can get it. Make sure you check out your provider. And if they don't get it, you better start knocking the door down right now for sure. There's not very many days left, almost coming on a month left. And, that's not a lot of time for these big corporations to make decisions. As you know, I'm sure a lot of people who work for big corporations understand that.
There is one workaround for just the opening game. The streaming services, Hulu Live and PlayStation View, they both offer free 1-week trials. Sign up for the free trial, watch the game, cancel it, good to go.
There you go. Hey, that sounds like a plan to me. So if you don't have it, you can get it for a week. Just make sure you turn it off if you don't want it, because they're going to bill you if they have a chance.
That's right.
Well, Jason, I appreciate your time going through the quick after show. Just something fun, the post show that I wanted to do to get a writer from Shakin the Southland and clemsonjunkies.com to come on and get his thoughts about it. If you want to check out the full show or some of the clips from the full show, I had Mark Childress on as my special guest. Alan, my normal co-host, was out. He's out on vacation right now. But go check out the clips all on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is really growing. Our Facebook is where we all started. So go check out our Facebook if you're not there. But before I let you go, Jason, I know how to find you, but maybe not everybody does. So if you're watching the show and you haven't heard of Jason, you don't know, I believe he's one of the best Clemson writers out there. To be honest with you, hands down, the stuff I read is just wonderfully written and easy to understand and got a packed ton of content. So Jason, tell my viewers how they can find you and where they can follow you and keep up to date with you throughout the season.
Well, first and foremost, I'm over at Shakin at Southland.com. I'm the baseball guy over there, and come football season, there's a lot of us, so we don't get to write. Each one of us don't get to write a lot about football, so I decided to start doing my own website so I can have a place to unload my brain during the football season. It's clemsonjunkies.com. It's the slow season right now. I'm trying to get out content at least once a day. It doesn't always happen. I'm working on a basketball story right now you'll like, man. I think you'll like it. I actually had you in mind when I started it. You can find me on Twitter at JP_Priester, and on Facebook, the Facebook Clemson fan group, Clemson Tiger Junkies. And I appreciate the kind words, man. That means a lot. Thanks.
Well, hey, we've tried to support each other from day one, so go check him out. If you're just watching the Morgan Thomas Show, give us a like, give us a share, let your friends know about it. We started this back in December, and it's just kept growing. We got a lot of content on YouTube, tons of content on Facebook. We're growing on Twitter, growing on Instagram. So go check us out, but don't forget to check out the other great Clemson content, like my man Jason here. He does some great work, easy reads, like I said, but it's full of content and just a little bit different than what you always see from your normal Clemson outlets. So thank you again for watching the after show. I hope you have a great rest of the night. And as always, Tiger fans, we'll see you at the top of the hill.